All right, this is Cryptids and Comedians, the show where two stand-up comics talk about mythical creatures, legendary monsters, and fabled beasts the same way we talk about that one club owner that pays for travel. He picks you up at the airport. He's got Van Halen playing in the car when you get there, puts you up in a nice hotel. Everything's great. The food is amazing. They've got a great comedy club, good audiences. The staff is amazing. The place doesn't exist. That place, if you're wondering, does not exist. You don't get all of those things. You get some combination of them.
You get two.
Sometimes
you
none.
Pick two.
Sometimes you get none. That is a fantasy, is what I'm saying. I'm Thom Tran with my co-host Peter Murphy.
Hey everybody, Peter here, and this is the first I'm hearing of this, so I'm excited for this podcast. Who knows?
15 episodes in. Every week we talk about a different cryptid, and I tell Peter about the history, lore, cultural significance, and pop culture references, and I show him any evidence, if there is any, and then he tells me why I am wrong. Peter, as always, for people who are here for the first time or just don't know, can you tell us what a cryptid is?
Oh, yeah, a cryptid. That's like when you wake up, and like you kind of brush your eyes and you've got like a little like sand in there, like the term
eye crusties.
Yeah, but like the official term, like what doctors will say, is a cryptid. You have like they're referred to as cryptids.
So eye boogers.
The eye boogers or eye crusties. Anything that comes out of your eye that isn't all eye is technically, well, in scientific and doctoral terms, a cryptid.
Okay. Again, incorrect. A cryptid is any creature or animal that is rumored to exist, but there's never been any scientific or hard evidence to prove its existence. And as we get closer to Christmas, because we are in the Christmas season, I think one of my favorite comic book and cartoon tropes is the evil version fighting the good guy. Like Superman has Bizzaro. There's an episode of Voltron where the Voltron team fights an evil Voltron. And there was an episode of Transformers where Optimus Prime had to fight another Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Peter, what are your favorite good guy versus evil twin fights?
There is, there's Mario versus Wario, obviously. Love that one. And Luigi Waluigi in Mario Tennis is a closer matchup than you'd want it to be. But there's that episode of Seinfeld where he has, the whole crew is like in the Bizzaro version, you know?
That's right.
Remember that? Yeah, because Seinfeld's a big Superman guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, instead of, I remember like kind of the details of that episode as I rewatched it. Seinfeld, big cereal guy. He has cereal boxes, lining his kitchen. Bizzaro version has like pasta instead of
That's right.
instead of cereal boxes. And then those are the main ones that stand out to me. I had a nemesis in school. His name is my name's Peter. Obviously, we've been over this, but his name is Pete, and He was like not the antithesis of me, but like the opposite of me.
That's the antithesis.
Yeah. Well, he would know that, he's the type of guy that would know that. But he was like, I like to like be as like clean as possible. And he was not as clean. He was like a high school guy. He was not as clean. And he would keep in our high school, we had to be clean shaven, but he would keep a razor in his, not his refrigerator, his locker. And because some of the things that I did were weird and some of the things that he did were weird, but we would never have the same weird stuff. So like in his locker, he would keep a razor, and if his chest hair ever got too bushy, he would have to shave it, and he would just shave it like right on the spot dry.
You were in high school?
In high school, yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't know, something's in the milk there in Florida.
What kind of monster is this?
So he's got like shaving gear and books in his locker in high school, and I had literally a very small refrigerator and a portable television that ran on 8 AA batteries.
You had a refrigerator in your locker?
Really small, yeah. It was pretty sweet. It was really, I thought I was Van Wilder, I guess.
All right, well, since it is the holiday season and we were talking about evil versions of people. Pete, do you know who Santa Claus's evil Optimus Prime was?
Whoa, the evil Santa Claus? Oh, I think I might know this actually.
Okay.
Is it Krampus?
It was Krampus.
Is it really?
Enforcer of the naughty list.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody's got to get that naughty list. Okay, great. Okay, good. Wow, Krampus, really? Is it really Krampus?
That's Krampus. So this week we are talking about Krampus.
Oh, man, I'm
Santa
excited.
Claus's antithesis, I guess you could say. So because you know how every Christmas we hear about Santa Claus, jolly guy, red suit, breaks into homes, leaves gifts.
Coca-Cola.
Right. Well,
yeah.
yes, Coca-Cola. Well, apparently over in Europe, parts of Europe anyway, Santa doesn't really roll solo. He's got help. And
Like the reindeers?
right, but not really the kind you're expecting.
Or like elves?
Not elves, not reindeers.
Oompa Loompas.
Santa's got a terrifying horned demon buddy named Krampus.
Oh, boy.
So Krampus is like Santa's evil intern. While Santa's out rewarding kids with presents, Krampus handles the other half of the job,
Oh, so
punishing the bad ones.
that makes more sense that they could cover that like Santa could cover every house in one night, cut it in half because he's not going to every house.
Right.
He's going to the good kid's house. And Krampus is going to the bad kid's house.
Right. So Krampus is the good cop or the bad cop to Santa's good cop. So he's the Starsky to Santa's Hutch, Tango to his Cash, Turner to his Hooch, I suppose. And usually he's described as a big hairy creature with goat legs, horns, and a long tongue.
Oh, wow.
And that it would make Gene Simmons jealous.
Look at him. He's stealing like Buddy the Elf right there.
Yeah, he carries chains and bells and sometimes a bundle of birch sticks, which he uses to, encourage better behavior, I guess.
Birch sticks.
Yeah,
Ouch.
it's like Christmas meets the Purge. So let's talk about the lore, the legend, and the history of Krampus. So the story of Krampus isn't just like some random spooky addition to Christmas. It's old, like way older than Santa. Like we're talking pre-Christian, pagan era old, like your mom.
Right, yeah, sure.
The pagan roots of Krampus likely come from like old Alpine traditions, Austria, Germany, parts of Switzerland, and like the surrounding regions.
Europe's always got like a dark sense of humor about stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was just like, there's just something about Europe. They're like, we've been here longer. Like we can make a little more fun of ourselves, or we can like take on the darkness a little easier, right? Rather than being like offended. Like I would love. I mean, if that's I don't know if we're gonna get this, but like Santa Claus is obviously at the end of the Thanksgiving parade, which we saw. Krampus needs his own parade. Krampus should be at the end of the West Hollywood Halloween parade. That's who should welcome in, the holiday season.
Well, funny you say that. We will get into where Krampus falls into modern day myth in just a little bit. But the word Krampus comes from the German Krampen, which means claw, which, kind of checks out considering he has like these hooved legs and he's got claws and he looks like a goat man. He looks a goat man.
And he's always like stealing children, or are those his, like, is he carrying them around like minions?
He's taking the bad kids away.
Wow, we need a Krampus at Disney. We need a Krampus at Disney World.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
So before Christianity spread, the mountain folks celebrated the winter solstice, which was all about surviving the dark, colder months and scaring off evil spirits. They had all sorts of like horned, demonic-looking creatures in their folklore, and Krampus just kind of fit in.
Yeah, he makes total sense. I would. That kind of looks like an old English teacher I had. We would need a Krampus at like Disneyland or Disney World, just to, and like put him. You know how like the Philadelphia Eagles have a prison, like a jail cell in their stadium.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. Don't ask me how or why.
We need something like that at public parks, theme parks. For children, just round up all the little bad kids.
I would go to Disney so much more if we could just round up the kids and put them in
exactly
kid jail.
Kid jail, or I don't know, have a cute name for it, like Toad's, life sentence or something like that. His wild ride leads to a life sentence. Yeah, and it's themed in there.
All right, so when Christianity rolled through Europe, people tried to merge these local pagan customs with the Christian celebration of St. Nicholas. So instead of banning Krampus, they just kind of like made him Saint Nick's terrifying sidekick, like a methed out Robin.
Yeah.
To Batman or Santa's Batman. So then Saint Nicholas and Krampus were the original odd couple. Traditionally, Saint Nicholas is celebrated on December 6th in most of Europe. The night before, on December 5th, is Krampusnacht, which I totally butchered that. But Krampus night is what December 5th is. And on that night, Krampus would roam the streets, rattling chains, visiting homes with St. Nicholas. And then Santa would hand out gifts to the good kids, while Krampus would, depending on the version that you hear, leave coal or hit you with birch sticks.
My God.
Or literally stuff you into a sack and carry you away.
What a nervy weekend for kids. Like, okay, December 5th and 6th is coming up. If you don't get, imagine you're going into the 5th and you're like, oh man, I don't know if I was good. You're kind of trying to total up all your good deeds for that year. And then you don't get visited and you're like, oh gosh, presents are coming from Santa for the next day. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. And also, like, the more you talk about them, the more I'm reminded of Professor X and Magneto.
Oh yeah.
Right. Cause those are, kind of like opposites, right? In the X-Men universe, right? Yeah. Honestly.
So are we saying Santa is Professor Xavier?
I think so.
And
Krampus is at Magneto. Okay. But who would you rather have visit you in December? Would you rather have Charles Xavier visit you or Magneto visit you? And they're both there to recruit you. Who would you rather be recruited by and visited by?
On Christmas?
Around December.
Okay. I would rather... I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Am I feeling...
Right, yeah, you could go either way.
Hopeful for the world?
Thom Tran, you got multitude. You're like almost like the Wolverine.
Schnick, schnick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You could be an anti-hero.
I guess gun to my head.
Yeah.
Xavier.
Yeah, same. I was always a Cyclops guy. Big fan of Cyclops.
Cyclops got done dirty in the Fox movies.
Really did.
Yeah.
But in Doomsday, I think James Marsden will have his final day.
He will have his comeuppance.
The final say. But yeah, I'd rather be part of the X school. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
The school. Yeah. I'd rather be a good guy.
Yeah. So back to Santa and Krampus. Krampus was basically the scared straight version of Christmas parenting. Here's the thing. This wasn't just like a quiet bedtime story. Like, entire towns would get involved and people would put on Krampus masks. Ugh. They'd wear furs, horns. They parade through the streets, scaring the absolute peppermint patty out of children and adults alike. And the tradition still happens today, and they call it Krampusnacht or the Krampus Run.
Ooh.
Now, imagine, if you will, a parade, as you were talking about, Peter, but instead of floats and marching bands, it's hundreds of drunk people dressed up as monsters.
Okay.
Chasing people down with cowbells and torches, because nothing says holiday spirit like just a little bit of mild terror and beer.
That sounds like a regular Friday night in Plant City, Florida.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Also, you are kind of describing Gasparilla in a way. The only Gasparilla is like a Tampa week-long pirate event, and the only thing you were missing was the presence of pirates. But every Florida town, that's a Friday, Saturday night right there. Classic.
All right. Now imagine, if you will, the church, wasn't really thrilled about a dancing goat demon being attached to their Christmas holiday. So over the centuries, there were plenty of attempts to suppress the Krampus tradition. And in the 12th century, the Catholic Church tried to ban Krampus outright, calling him the devil in disguise. So, fair enough. He looks like a dancing goat demon. Then, in the early 20th century, during the World War II, fascism regimes in Austria and Germany also banned Krampus for being, quote, too socially disruptive, because apparently fascists can be easily disrupted by a dancing goat demon.
I mean, you got to have both, right? You got to have both, because, like, one is like patient parent Santa, and the other is like impatient, I'm hitting you with birch wood parent, right? So like parents can't lose there. I imagine if I was a parent, I'd be like, no, let's keep Krampus around.
Yeah.
Right?
So they tried to ban Krampus and all of his connections to history, but Krampus persisted, like herpes. Then there was the modern revival after the bans lifted after World War II. Krampus came back stronger and hairier than ever. Again, like your mom.
Who would you rather work with? Would you work with Santa? His elves are, historically, well documented and well celebrated. Or would you be like an assistant of Krampus? I feel like Santa has elves,
Right.
and Krampus has like unpaid interns.
Ah, yes. It's like
There's no union for Krampus employees.
Do you think the elves have a union? Like
I imagine they do.
So if the elves had a union, I'd be 100%
yeah,
with the elves.
Okay.
Because I feel like they'd have a good union steward. If they're really only working, a month a year? Because you don't need 11 months to make all those toys.
Yeah.
Do
yeah.
you?
Do you? I mean,
Okay, let's be realistic.
Tablets.
Max 6 months out of the year.
6 months out of the year, and you're on vacation the other 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've also got mandatory union breaks.
Okay. This is like the workflow for elves. Yeah. 6 months of labor, union breaks, but you're in a factory setting. Right. And like it's boots on the ground, getting your hands dirty, work.
Right.
Then Krampus, I feel like that's like, I think you got maybe 2 weeks paid time leave, paid leave, but then you're working year round to come up with like new ways to torture kids. And it's more of like a think tank,
right?
Rather than like hard labor. It's more like an intellectual, like, okay, well, how can we gaslight these kids?
Right.
Or like, bad people. Right. Is that what you're picturing?
Yeah. I also think that if you came up with a great, like, torturing a kid idea and you worked for Krampus, he'd be like, thank you. That was my idea now.
Oh, he'd be a bad boss to work for.
You'd get no credit for torturing these kids.
Yeah. And if you do something good for Santa, you get a whole song written about you like Rudolph.
Right.
But imagine all the other people that did good things for Santa that didn't get the Rudolph treatment. I don't know. Who'd you rather work for in each scenario?
Given good union rules?
Union labor, but like hard labor, only 6 months.
Right.
Versus 2 weeks vacation and like more of like a think tank scenario where your idea could get stolen. Not necessarily, but it's more often than not that like, your boss will take credit for that idea. What would you rather? Where'd you go?
I guess I'll take 6 months of hard work and then 6 months off.
Yeah.
As opposed to like working for this dude who's probably going to steal my ideas. He's probably going to take the credit for it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the partying might be harder.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The holiday. Oh my God. Which holiday party would be better? I'm more Krampus. I'll take those 2 weeks off. I'm fine. But I like being in a room with creative people, pitching ideas, throwing ideas back and forth. I would love that. I could do that year round. And if he takes an idea, well, thanks. But okay. I know. I don't need to go in the Krampus Hall of Fame. But I mean, holiday party.
Holiday party, I think elves are definitely banging in a closet.
Okay.
Like what's the Krampus holiday party like?
I mean, dude, I bet it's like a lot of fire. I'm picturing like hell. Okay. Like AC/DC playing nonstop. They're going pretty hard. They're in like a dungeon setting. There's a lot of like absinthe and like mead. And yeah, they're going, and there's like louder music, and it's a little more gothy, like metal, and that would be more fun for me, honestly. Kind of crazy.
Okay. I mean,
did I sway you? What's an elf party like? They're just banging in the closets, getting a little too crazy on peppermint mochas.
I think an elf Christmas party it'd be like the Flappers holiday party. It comes in like February.
It's in February.
Because they've worked all year.
Yeah.
And then terrible white elephant gifts. But then there's like those two elves that had the sexual tension all year long. You know? And
Right.
people keep turning around. They're like, hey, where those two elves at?
Where are those two elves?
And it turns out they're in a closet just having a... I wanted to say something. I'm like,
famous
we're talking about
Flappers,
Christmas.
Famous Flappers closet. Yeah. Both interesting scenarios. Can't flip teams.
Okay.
I'm with you on. I get that.
All right.
Both fun times though.
All right.
Christmas party.
Let's get back to Krampus.
Yeah, sure.
By the 1980s and 1990s, people started reviving old folk customs in kind of like a, hey, our grandparents had fun, like terrifying us. Let's keep this going kind of way. So Krampus festivals are now huge in Austria and Germany, Slovenia, Hungary, Croatia, and thanks to the internet, maybe a little bit of goth culture as well, Krampus has now gone viral. He's become a mix of folklore and pop and horror icon. He's like an iconic Christmas mascot for people who like the holidays, but with like just a side of chaos. So Krampus is also big in pop culture now. I don't know if you know that. Let's talk about how Krampus has stomped his way through modern pop culture and literature. Krampus pops up in modern fiction pretty often now. There's a Krampus Chronicle, Krampus, the Yule Lord by Bram, which is basically like a dark fantasy novel that reimagined him as a misunderstood antihero. Whoa. Like what if Santa's demon partner just like wanted to be appreciated for his work?
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's like The Office. It's like The Office, but for Christmas monsters. That's what that book is about.
You know, I hate to give so many Marvel references.
No, please.
But in fact, my girlfriend, she like the only references she gives are from Marvel movies. But
she's a keeper.
Yeah,
she's a keeper.
She is. But are we talking Spiderman versus Venom? Is that an antithesis type of a thing?
Yeah.
Or is it different because of the symbiote scenario?
Well, I mean, I've always imagined Venom being just the opposite of Spider-Man, even though canonically he's not. Canonically, he's an alien. He's a symbiote.
Yeah, he's just kind of like they shoot the webs. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, still Team Krampus here. Heck yeah.
All right. So we've also got the 2015 horror comedy movie Krampus that was directed by Michael Dougherty. It's a movie that really like cemented Krampus in American pop culture. Think of it like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation meets The Exorcist.
Wow.
In the film, Krampus shows up because a little kid loses his Christmas spirit. And then instead of leaving coal, Krampus and his minions literally just destroy a family's holiday in spectacularly terrifying fashion. Have you watched this movie?
I have not seen it. No, that trailer or that poster looks intense.
Yeah, I think this should be a new holiday tradition for us.
See, watch Krampus.
Yeah. Like what Christmas movies do you put on?
Oh man, I was just having this conversation. My favorite Christmas movies. 1, Elf. 2, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay.
Then we're talking Home Alone.
Okay.
Then we're talking It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And then maybe I got to give Krampus a run here because I like something that's like ooh. Yeah, I mean, what about you? What are your top 4?
Well, every year when we have Christmas, we have people over the house. While I'm cooking, it'll be Die Hard.
Oh yeah,
First thing that's on.
Oh yes, I missed one, but go ahead. Yeah.
Die Hard, Home Alone, Elf.
Yeah.
And that's like 6 hours, and by then people have come in, and then food's done cooking. You know, so those are usually my top 3.
That's great.
And
yeah.
then Star Trek, the motion picture. Just cause there's no Christmas
for no reason.
connection to it at all.
Do you put that on to like weed out? Like, all right, if you're gonna leave, like this is
the time you need to get out.
I think so 1, I think Harry Potter movies are all Christmas movies. Every single Harry Potter movie is a Christmas movie.
Right, we've talked about this.
And then top 4 Christmas movies for me: Elf, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Home Alone, and Number 4 is Batman Returns with Michael Keaton.
Okay. Yes.
Very much a Christmas movie.
Yes.
And I always forget about that, and it always comes to theaters in Los Angeles around the holidays.
Right.
And oh man,
so those are the movies you're putting on. I think
those
I'm
are
gonna
the
have
movies
to.
I'm putting on. Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm gonna have to add Krampus.
Add Krampus. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, is anyone starring Krampus? Is like Jason Bateman the voice of Krampus or anything like that?
I don't know.
I don't know much about the movie.
I haven't watched it.
Came out 10 years
so,
ago.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll put Krampus on this year as I'm cooking the turkey.
Get the Krampus.
But the movie is supposedly fun, scary. It's got a little bit just enough of a moral to it that makes you feel like you're learning something. When it comes to TV, the Venture Brothers, American Dad, The Office, the U.S. version of The Office, Supernatural, and even The League, they all did Christmas episodes which were Krampus themed. So
that's cool.
He's kind of become like the go-to dark Christmas character. So like whenever a show wants to do a holiday episode, but they want to be edgy, they're like, let's do a Krampus episode. In music and art, there's a Krampus themed metal and punk band because of course there is.
Totally.
There's bands like Born and Hail Santa.
Oh,
that's a real band.
That's pretty cool.
They've got tracks dedicated to Krampus. In art, Krampus has a long history of showing up in Krampuskarten, those old school like postcards where he's seen chasing kids and winking at adults. Let's see if I've got a photo. That's kind of what like Krampuskarten is. So, it's weirdly flirty. Some of the ones where he's like looking at the adults, like Merry Christmas from Krampus, but let me wink at you while I'm dragging you in a hat.
Right. And there's something like less evil about Krampus in the sense that he is outrightly evil compared to, say, somebody that might misuse the imagery of Santa Claus like the Christmas Adventurers Club. And I don't know.
What is the Christmas Adventurers
Club?
Club?
I don't know if you've seen One Battle After Another, the P.T. Anderson movie that came out this year, but there's a Christmas Adventurers Club. And
that movie, the one with Leo.
Yes, exactly. And there's like a group that is very like it's essentially the KKK. It's essentially the KKK, but they're like, Merry Christmas, and they celebrate Christmas year round. They dress in red and green, and they're very like Aryan and very KKK, very anti. Anybody that's not white.
Okay.
And so, that, and the same way that like people take on, manipulate things that maybe Jesus said or like different passages from the Bible.
Yeah.
Right. There's something a little more evil about that and like sneaky evil than like, Krampus, we get it. You're going to smack us around with some wood and, and steal our kids. We get that. We know. But then there's something like a little evil about the Christmas story.
Well, so Krampus is basically like a weird blend of Gothic aesthetic, holiday humor, and like ancient fear. He's the perfect icon for people who love Christmas, but secretly they wish there was a lot more metal. And
metal Christmas.
Yeah.
Heck
so to wrap up, Krampus is the embodiment of the feeling that you're trying to be festive, but like you're also deeply aware that one passive-aggressive comment could ruin Christmas dinner. So Santa says, be good or else you'll get coal, while Krampus says, be good or else I will find you.
I'm leaving cookies out for Santa. What are you leaving out for Krampus? What would you leave out?
A bottle of Fireball.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
And a bottle of Fireball. And I feel like he is the kind of person that eats like Chobani yogurt.
Yeah, looking at his face, it's like
Chobani and Fireball. Like,
oh my God, what a cocktail.
Like he's had a hard day at work and he's like, the girls aren't around for him to talk to. So it's just him and the Gilmore Girls. And he wants to get trash, but he's like, I'm on a diet. So I'm gonna eat this Chobani. Like look at him. He looks like he would eat some Chobani.
Yeah, he's doing
with a bottle of Fireball.
Exactly. Yeah, if he's at the gym, he's doing the elliptical on an incline. You know, he's just got to. He's got to, or else you can't be winded out there. There's nothing terrifying about being winded. That's the perfect thing to leave for Krampus.
Yeah.
And Jaeger maybe, and Jaeger.
Okay.
I feel like, and when you talk metal, you talk goth.
Yeah.
You think of like Germany, you think of like Jaeger.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about this cocktail that was pitched to me recently?
No.
A friend of mine, his name's Cam. In fact, I'll say it, Cam Dicker. He's the place kicker for the Chargers.
Oh.
And we're talking cocktails.
Names.
I'll pick that up. Yeah. And he goes, it was me and him and our buddy Patrick Reyna, who was in Sandlot. We're just hanging out, big Hambino, and we're just kicking it, talking, talking soccer. And he goes, this is really happened. And somehow cocktails came up, and he was like, oh man, if you're ever, and this is where he lost me. He goes, if you're ever skiing on a mountain, I'm like, all right, I'm out, immediately out. No thanks, not for me. But he goes, my favorite cocktail on a mountain when I'm skiing is Fireball and Fanta, like orange Fanta. Really? Yeah. And I was like, oh, interesting. I would try it, but not for me. And that was the last time I even thought about Fireball. But I mean, Krampus deserves some Fireball. Right. You know what I mean? Fireball, Jaeger, and then a couple small beers, a few small beers, a few Modelo's for Krampus.
All right. I'm digging it. Well, that is our episode on Krampus, Santa Claus's Turner to Santa Claus's Hooch.
I want to believe. I think I would rather have Krampus be alive than Santa Claus, honestly.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Oh, yeah. Because you know what? There's just something about the holiday season that needs to be flipped on its head. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like we need a little more edge to the holiday season, And, Jack Frost isn't cutting it.
You seem like the kind of person that would put on holiday music, but it's like the metal version.
Yes.
Is there a metal album of holiday music?
Oh, isn't there like a dun 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 dun?
Oh, that's Ding fries are done.
No, what? There's like that's a band. That's like an orchestra. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes, Trans-Siberian
that's
Orchestra.
like as close. That's like that's like Krampus's like hero Captain America music. Like dun 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 dun. I do like a dirty. I mentioned this before, but I do like a dirty Christmas song or holiday song. That's why I like Fairy Tale of New York is my favorite one, and it's by Pogues, a Irish band, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Irish, could be Scottish, but it's just a couple in jail yelling at each other about their dreams that didn't come true. God, and what could be more?
That's nothing says Christmas.
I know, nothing says Christmas. Nothing says Ireland. Nothing says New York City and Krampus more than that. Oof. And dun 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 dun.
Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Well, that's it on our episode about Krampus. Peter, have a good holiday.
Yeah, you have a great holiday.
Yeah, we will. We've got a couple more episodes before the end of the year. And then we're sliding into 2026, and we're gonna get out of the themed holiday episodes. But this has been a great start to Cryptids and Comedians. 2025 has been good.
Yes.
We'll be back in 2026 with some more. If there are cryptids that you want us to talk about, hit us up at Cryptids and Comedians on the Instagram, on the TikTok. Leave a comment. Tell your friends. Peter, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Look for me, Peter Murphy, Peter _ Murphy on Instagram, and petermurphythecomedian.com. And, coming to a city near you in 2026 after this amazing holiday season ends. I'm going to, honestly, I'll be anywhere you need me to be.
Yeah.
What about you, Tom? Where are you going?
I am at _ Thom Tran, THOMTRAN. The show is at cryptidsandcomedians.com. You can find all my tour dates at thomtran.com. I can't believe I just had to think about my name for a second.
How do you spell it? Yeah.
It's spelled THOMTRAN, but I also own Thom Tran, spelled Tomtran.
Really?
Yes.
You mean a real estate agent hasn't snatched that one up?
A guy bought it years ago and then tried to resell it to me. No. And he let it lapse, and then I bought it. So I own them both.
Good. Take that, Tom.
I've got a lot of... So I've got a pretty significant tour coming up.
Nice.
In 2026 that at some point I can tell people about.
Okay.
But it's gonna be cool. So ThomTran.com.
Spell it however you want.
Spell it however you want. Except
or Google Thom Tran.
If you Google Thom Tran on the first 9 pages of Google, and the first 3 pages of
Bing,
PornTube. I don't know. Is that a website?
I mean, it is now. I mean, it will be.
If it's not, we have to buy that.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Bunch of tour dates in 2026. Yeah. Once I get the okay to talk about it, it's kind of awesome.
Sweet.
So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If there are other cryptids you want us to talk about and goof off about, let us know in the comments below. Tell your friends, leave a 5-star comment. Like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff, and we will talk to you next time.